Hello, welcome to my channel. Today let's study about carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel, this is my palm, right? This is my pathetic palm. You can observe this part where I'm touching where my finger, this part of the palm. I can't show it, please. This portion, yeah, this portion has a tunnel for passage of certain vessels. This is called as the carpal tunnel. And this part, I'm just showing you diagrammatically. Please observe what happens in carpal tunnel is you have this particular tunnel called the carpal tunnel. I've cut the hand, so this is showing in this format. You have a tunnel here called carpal tunnel. We'll study the contents. This sheath is the the covering is the flexor retinaculum, which is hooked by the scaphoid and trapezium on this side. That is on the lateral side. On the medial side, we have the pisiform and the hook of Hammett. And this carpal tunnel is, now let's see how carpal tunnel is actually as such. What happens is I need to tape it. I've drawn this diagram from my own, made it easy for students to understand. This particular beam structure you can observe. This is the hand cut off, this portion, and then we have many things in that. Number one, how is carpal tunnel boundary? We have the hamate bone capitate, trapezoid, trapezium. On that, to form a tunnel, you know the tunnel, this is a road, this is a tunnel. We have flexor retinaculum. I've just made it simple for you. This flexor retinaculum has at the trapezium, it takes two bands, first and second band, and here inside this band we have a flexor carpi radialis. That is a very important muscle of the wrist joint, covered by a sheath, here. Then what do we have inside? We have number one, flexor pollicus longus, covered by a sheath. It's a very important muscle which we'll be studying in the deep muscles of the hand. And we have next to that, welcome to this person. For this person we are reading this, the median nerve. Median nerve will create lots of problem later on in the carpal tunnel. And then you can see the fancy English letter like an E. No, it's not like that. What is this? It's a set of superficial muscles called flexor digitorum superficialis. Very easy name. And then we have the deep muscles, the flexor digitorum profundus, and we have a very beautiful sheath here called as the E-shaped sheath, which comes covering like this and goes to the inside and then goes back. Please observe, it will not cover these two muscles. It just covers the first two muscles on the set of 8 muscles. And what this is the basic contents of carpal tunnel. Hypothenar muscles are located here, obviously, to the little finger. This is to the thenar muscles towards the thumb, T for thumb. On the top of this particular part, we have palmaris longus located and the palmar cutaneous branch of the medial nerve very close to it. Please observe it. And we have the ulnar artery, ulnar nerve, and the palmar cutaneous branch of the ulnar nerve. So if this is the medial aspect and this is the lateral aspect, these are the contents of carpal tunnel. Freeze the screenshot here, pause it and observe it. This is a diagram, will explain you everything, whatever is there in the carpal tunnel. Now why I'm studying carpal tunnel is because of this. This is another diagram. What happens is we have a medial nerve, the one which I told you I'll be talking about. It compress, it compress the medial nerve. It leads to certain females about 30 years age generally gets carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel, what happens is in this here, the pain is characterized the area of distribution. Let's go back to my first diagram. Let's stop this diagram here. Oh, oops, okay. Here diagram, you observe this is the ulnar nerve which lies medial to the flexor retinaculum and the median nerve which lies deep. I've used two colors here. You can observe the area of distribution completely. Observe for this area of distribution where they are supplying, and then then observe this diagram, please. We have here the half of the ring finger gets a pain, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. All these portions, this particular portion which has been shaded, gets tingling sensation, numbness, and weakness, which is a classical hallmark signs of carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome can be relieved by cutting the flexor retinaculum, which is a causative factor, to relieve the pressure. It's called as carpal tunnel release. And there's a test called as the Fallon's test, which is done by most of the physiotherapists. They do it and just to observe.